Okay, so today what you're going to be doing is you've already got your 3 big holes drilled, you've got your 3 little holes drilled through it. You have not drilled a hole back here. We're going to get to that. As soon as everybody gets these 3 holes drilled and then 3 holes again, that's when we'll move in and do this hole. Before that though, while you're waiting around, you can get some things done on the side. So the first thing we're going to do is stick our piece of wood in a vise. There's plenty of vices around. There's also files. I've got several different files. So if you take a look at the files, we've got one file that's very rigid. It's going to take a lot of material off. Do not use this file. Use a file that looks like this. It's a little bit smoother. It's going to take a lot less off. It's going to leave a nice finish. If you go and try to use this on your project, it's going to look like somebody was trying to eat parts of it. Okay, like a dog was chewing on it. So you take this file, and the way I file things is I put the file in my right hand and I put the top of the file in my left hand. If you're left-handed, you'd flip it around and do it the opposite way. I'm right-handed, and what happens is we're going to file from right here to right here. The disc sander puts small scratches going this way in our wood. You can't really see them unless you look really closely. And then what I'm going to do is get rid of all those small scratches. If you cut yours poorly, like you didn't know what you were doing, you might have to take out more scratches than me. I have some very small, few scratches, mainly from the disc sander. So this should take you, I would say, 5 minutes, maybe plus. 6, 7, maybe. I'm a lot quicker. I've had a lot more practice, and I can probably get this whole thing done on this side at least in about, I don't know, 2 minutes. Right there is actually pretty good on mine. So I got this side done. I'm pushing pretty hard, and I'm pretty strong. The harder you push, the more you'll take off. For you guys, you know, probably double my time, if not more. Or maybe 3, 4 times as long as it took me. This side for me is really good. I would have to go back in and do this side, which I'm not going to do because you just saw me do one side. Why do you need to see me do it again? This is obviously on my small end. You would do the exact same thing with your large end. Eventually, you're going to do the same thing with your slider. You haven't got your slider piece yet. You have your big end, you have your small end, and then you got your holes drilled, and now you've got it filed. Once you're done filing it, the next step is to router it. You don't do the routering. The router, we haven't taken a safety test on. It's probably the most dangerous piece of equipment in here as far as how you could get hurt on it. So instead of you using it, you just bring it to me and say, hey, Mr. Cunningham, can you router this for me? And if I'm not busy with something else, I'll router it. If you wait a couple minutes, I'm usually can handle that. So I just come right over here, get the router in place, and then I will router it for you. So you get it all ready to rock and roll. I can router it. Once, when I router it, what it does is it puts this nice curved, smooth edge on the side on both ends. I'm not going to do the bottom because the bottom is going to sit flat on the table when you build it. But as soon as you get your big end and your small end so that it looks like this and the whole class is at that point, then we'll move in and we'll drill this backside hole. I just need to change over the drill bits, and we can't do that until everybody's done with it. The router does make a big mess, so probably a good idea to really pay attention to that and clean up today. Got it? All right, we're good.